If that's what it takes to make me smile, I'm gonna walk 100 miles.
So statistics say that 70% of people claim that they're overwhelmed at certain times of the year, whether that means back to school, whether it's holidays, whatever it is. You know, productivity is one of those things that we always put on our list of our top goals, gaining productivity. So today I'm with Marley Majcher, who is a productivity and a profitability expert. And I'm here to ask her about what apps actually that we put on our devices can help us gain productivity, because a lot of us use our time on our devices and we lose a little productivity with our social media and other things. Marley, what are your top 3 apps? Like, what really helps you be productive?
Well, let's get into them. First of all, we have to do a little bit of housekeeping. So those of you who have seen our videos before, you know, we want you to subscribe to the channel, The Profit Goddess. Make sure you like the video, please, and put your comments in there, because that's what helps us make more videos and make videos on things that you really want to watch and answer all of your small business questions.
And that makes us more productive.
Absolutely. And then make sure that you ring the bell so that you know when we come up with our next video. And you want to make sure that you stay to the end, because we've got something really fun to actually test your productivity. So make sure that you watch to the end. And without further ado, here are some of my top productivity apps. So what's funny is that we talk about productivity a lot. You and I talk a lot about being overwhelmed, and it's so fascinating to me, actually. Which is one of the reasons I think that we talked about doing this video, is because we're both smart girls. We both have a lot on our plate, but so does everybody else, right? And we all suffer from the same issues of being freaking overwhelmed all the time.
And it's not just about work. It's kids and work and family and sports. It's just everything all together.
Right.
A combination.
And that's the thing, is that I always say in business, if you could just do the thing that you got in business for, like if you could, so I got into business because I love planning parties. If I could just plan parties, I'd be set, right? But it doesn't work that way. I have to plan parties, and I have to be like the HR director, and I have to be the tech person for when the printer goes out of ink. And plus I'm a mom, and I have 3 kids, and I've got all those other roles to juggle, and the driving.
Multitasking. Like number one out for multitasking.
So to me, I would, first of all, we know the data shows multitasking doesn't work. So you've got to do something to get stuff out of your head. That's my first thing for overwhelm. So let's blow through a couple of these. One of them is Monday.com. I am obsessed with Monday.com. Monday, for those of you who don't know it, it's a productivity app. But the key thing is, for me at least, is that I'm creative, I'm visual, I need things color-coded. I like checklists. I like that you can share boards with other people.
So is it about organizing tasks?
It can be about organizing tasks, but I think the first thing for overwhelm is to get everything out of your head.
Okay.
And so the reason I like it is because, I don't know about you, but when I go for my workout in the morning and I have that first burst of energy thanks to my double cappuccino, I am like, oh, okay. So I have like a fire lit under me, and I have ideas. And so what I want to do is I have my phone, of course, with me. And then when something comes to me, I just dump it literally into one board. They're called boards on Monday. And I can kind of do my laundry list. Now, we're going to do something fun in just a second. And we're going to road test an app and actually show you guys how we use it.
Okay.
But in the meantime, I just want to blow through a couple other key ones that we're going to do a deeper dive on another video. And those are, if you don't have a password protection app, you must. We use Dashlane. I love it. I've used it for years. Super high encryption. Get Dashlane. Like, cyber hacking is one of the
I'm going to use myself as an example, because I have the new MacBook Pro and everything's fingerprinted. And I was the first person at my company, which is a cybersecurity company, to forget my password, because I always used my encryption. So yeah, had I used Dashlane, I would have not run into the problem. And I go into the genius desk and I'm like, well, hi, I'm your least genius person right now.
And the thing is that you've got to have one, because you cannot keep using the same password. That's like more and more and more important. So more on that in our other video. But another thing that I love for email, and we're going to do a whole video series on Gmail and email hacks. But I love Mixmax. If you guys don't use Mixmax, you must. Coolest part is you can set up reminders for yourself to follow up with somebody if you haven't gotten a reply. But you can also set up sequences. So you can set up so that if the person hasn't replied to you, you set up a series of sequences so you don't have to keep manually doing it. It saves so much time.
There's a lot that we have for you on Optimize Your Productivity via
Gmail.
Gmail.
General. Oh, yeah, totally.
But one is Gmail.
One is Gmail. Now,
okay, so.
Our new favorite toy / productivity tool. Because remember, pricing plus productivity equals profitability. Those 3 P's is Voxer.
Voxer is our #1 productivity app.
It's a toy, too, for us. It's actually fun to use.
The year. It also helps with all your social activities.
Your social activities, your to-dos, literally everything. Okay, so let's show them, show our viewers how you and I use Voxer to play, but really how you can use it for work. Okay, so we have our phones.
Oh, and I don't have my phone. So we'll have
okay, we're going to just do it with my phone. So basically what happens with Voxer is, so you download the app from the App Store. Okay, great. Okay, so we're really excited. Let's do a deep dive on Voxer.
Our favorite app.
Our favorite app. Ready?
All right.
Let's go.
Voxer is a free app on the iPhone, on any device, and essentially it's a communication vehicle. I don't know, if you're like me, typing text or even trying to respond to a text when you're doing something else is tedious, takes a long time, you think about typos, so you could just say it instead. And sorry, Siri doesn't do the trick all the time.
I don't think it does the trick at all.
Okay,
actually.
so Voxer.
Okay, so Voxer, you can see it. I'll see if we can put an icon up on the screen. But Voxer, it's an orange app, and what I love about it is that it's like a walkie-talkie, okay? So it makes communication so much more fun. And we're friends, but we also do like business stuff together too. So this is how I would use it if I was just Voxing my friend. So I download the app, totally free, and all you do is you can add your contacts, and you can just shoot them a text and say, hey, I'm using Voxer, and then that way they have your screen name, et cetera, et cetera. So let's do a little test run. So here's all I do is I take my phone, I push the little orange icon here, and which is basically just the talk button, and you hold it down. So I'm going to be like, hey, Carrie, how are you? Great job on this video. And I stop. I take my phone off, or take my finger off, stop. Now, she's sitting next to me, but she'd pick it up and go.
So now I get a notification in my notification center that Marla has sent me a message. I click on it, and it'll automatically play. So,
hey, Carrie, how are you? Great job on this video.
And a lot of it is, text can lose the context of tone, of expression, and people can misread things and misunderstand things. When you have all of this nonverbal intonation, you are gaining more communication from the message. So I love it. So because I would love to have her snark in every message that
thank you.
She sends.
There are plenty of people who are not happy to get my Voxes, but that's a whole other conversation. Now, let's talk for a second about how you can use it for productivity. So you flew in. I'm just going to say that you're still in my friend role. And you flew in, and you're going to let me know that you flew in, and, okay, you're just grabbing your bag, et cetera, et cetera. So what you might do is you might just Vox me and say, hey, just landed.
Hey, just landed at baggage claim at Burbank Airport, and my bag is now coming down the slide.
Okay. So you probably heard that very annoying echo and the whole thing, okay, because I hadn't closed the app. But the point is, she could just Vox me, and she could do that really quickly, and she wouldn't have to stand there with her bags and all this stuff and be like typing, etc. Okay? Now, let's say we're going to pick her up. She'd be like, I don't know, I'm at LAX, and here's the whatever. She could take a photo of the door or whatever, of which door she's coming out of, and then just Vox it to me with a message and say, hey, here I'm at L, whatever it is. Here's the door, and then you have a visual image of where the person is. Now,
so let's use it as a business. Like, how do you use it for business, for day-to-day business stuff? So you manage your whole entire organization.
My whole organization and multiple organizations, because I have to manage multiple organizations, all happen just with my phone, just with Vox. So I think we can talk about, too, how you can use it, like, in your personal life as an extension for your kids.
Okay.
So how we use it at work is we do something in the morning that is basically like a daily Vox. We have a Vox in the AM and a Vox in the PM. And this is with your key team, key team members. You never want to be more than 5 people. So in my little batch, let's say I have a group that is my bookkeeper, and it's my ops girl, and it's me. And so what happens in the morning is we get on Voxer, and we do we call the 3 Ps. There are 3 different Ps, and it's basically progress, plans, and problems
for the day. Like you're
for
focused
the
on
day.
that day.
So let's say it's Monday through Friday, or every day that you work, and then it's at the close of business. So I would be like, okay, and I'd hit my Vox, and I would say, hey guys, good morning. And so you set a time to start it. Ours starts at 8 a.m. The idea is that if you call everybody or group call, it's not convenient, let's face it, and then sending group text so much gets lost. So for us, we just start the Vox, and I'll be like, hey guys, good morning. Here are my 3 Ps. Okay, so progress. Here's my progress from yesterday. I shot 2 videos for YouTube. I wrote 2 e-zines that can go up. I'm going to send those to Joseph, and then I also closed out that thing, those contracts we need to get signed for insurance. And then I'll say plans. Okay, so my plans for today are, Carrie's here. I'm going to finish 2 more videos. I'm going to make sure my goal is going to get them uploaded. And then I'm also going to probably work on some creative stuff because I've got that creative brief I've got to get out for my client. Problems. Listen, you guys, what I really need you to do is, Colin, if you could get on William and make sure that he has that extra document that he wanted signed, because I don't think it got over to me. That's really the only problem, really only thing that's holding me up. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.
So
now,
I think we're going to do another video on those 3 Ps and how that leads to a good business week and starting out the day in a certain way and also closing out that way. So just quickly, the last point is how might Colin respond to that if that's yours?
So then it's not so much it is a response, but it's more a continuation. So it's basically, so in this case, we have 2 other people on it, the bookkeeper and Colin, who's the ops girl. So she would then do, it's like a pickup. So she'd be like, hey, Marley, okay, here's my progress plans and problems. Now, her progress could be, it's obviously related because it's my company, but it's related, her plans. Now, pause. With her plans, I might say, wait a minute. This thing that I just mentioned for William getting that stuff signed is way more important. So you know what? That has to get done first.
Let's reprioritize.
Let's reprioritize. So that's the key thing, because so many times people are so busy doing something and their ladder's up against the wrong wall. It's not the most important thing. And then when she tells me she has a problem, if she says, listen, I have got Joseph breathing down my neck for that e-zine, and we can't send out the e-zine until you finish those YouTube videos, I could be like, oh, shoot, I had no idea I was the bottleneck. Idea is you keep removing all those bottlenecks. So that's like how, and then the bookkeeper might pick up and have something totally unrelated to say to it.
Or you guys might have an idea to solve one of those problems that you're sharing. So it could be a resource for just solutions.
Or it might be somebody saying, I don't have that busy a day. I'm happy to pick up the slack. You know what? Let me take care of it.
So it's a great way to start your day. It's a great way to be productive. Voxer is our productivity tool.
We love it. All right. Some more on Voxer later, probably. So you guys know what to do, and I promise you something fun. So what's better than a productivity quiz? And what's better than figuring out which cocktail you are in a productivity quiz? I don't know. So all you have to do...
I don't know what cocktail I might be.
Well,
I can't wait to find out.
I have a pretty good idea. So what you want to do is you want to text the word quiz, Q-U-I-Z, to 818 600 0881, and that number will be...
Say it again. 818.
818 600
600
0881.
0881.
And that...
then I say quiz.
Well, you just text quiz to that number, yeah?
Yep. Quiz.
And then what's going to happen is you are going to get immediately, like right this second, a link to take our productivity quiz. And then what's so fun is totally free. You get to test your productivity, and you get to see like where you're kind of lacking, where you're strong, fun, and then that way it'll keep us in touch. So make sure you do that. And then if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like the video. Comment, tell us what you liked, what you want to hear more about, and then make sure that you ring that bell so that you know when our next video comes up. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Marley.
And go Vox, and then find us in Vox. Okay, until next time, bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't already, if you would please like this video, leave a comment if you're so inclined, but definitely subscribe to the channel so you can get more tips like this. Thanks!